Hello friends, welcome to abscript.info and I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, and here we are going to continue our Laravel video series with one small project to explore how Laravel works. And we are going deeper, we're trying to go in deeper, right? So it's just a start and we're exploring a lot of things. Now we have concept, how we can build a website using Laravel. And here in this video I'm going to discuss about how to validate our records and before insertion, and before continuing I want to add a drop down here. In whenever someone click on students, then we will have a drop down with options like add a student and some other options will be there. So for that I'm gonna add that drop down in the student field, and for that we are going to visit bootstrap.com and here get started, and you can see the components section here. Scroll and you will find out Navbar, because we are going to add dropdown in Navbar. So just look at the section Navbar, scroll and look. I think this is perfect and fine for our project. So here is dropdown and this wrapped by this li. Copy it, come here and you can see this is a home. We don't require this active class, and I'm gonna replace this student li with the dropdown li, correct? And you can give a little tab for proper indentation. Save it, name it student. Okay, save, and you can see we have action. So here I'm gonna say add student, save. Let's save all and refresh our page. Refresh. So you can see we have drop down option here. If you click over here, we didn't get anything. It's because we are using Bootstrap from the Laravel, and Laravel comes with Bootstrap. So we added the app.css file, which includes all the required CSS files for Bootstrap, and this CSS file is available inside our public folder. And if you go inside a CSS folder, then you can see the app.css file is here. Close it. Similarly, we have all the required JS file inside this app.js file. So I'm gonna include this app.js file because Laravel Bootstrap requires .js file to make the dropdown works. Okay, so I'm gonna add it, script and source asset. Add the folder name is JS. This asset, always remember this asset indicates this your public folder. Then you can easily create a new CSS or JS file and you can simply add using asset function. App.js, save all, refresh, and students, add a student. Now it's working well, right? So it's coming, dropdown is coming. And what we can do here, we can give the URL. So for that I'm going to use a URL helper, and you can type here student / create. So now we don't need to call it from the URL right address bar. Sorry, save all and refresh here, add a student. You can see we have added student form. So let's continue with the validation tutorial. Okay, so for here I'm gonna say create.blade.php. To apply validation we need to go inside the controller, and here we have public store function where we are storing our record. So I'm gonna remove this commented code, we don't require anymore. Save it. So what we are going to use, a validate method provided by this request object, right? Simply, and whenever error found, then it will automatically back to the view page without further execution. So just see here, request, use a validate method of request object, and it takes one array as a parameter where we can supply some rules for the input fields. So our input field name is student underscore name, and for example I'm going to pass one rule that is required. So this rule is we are passing just to show you. So here we are using request object, and this is the validate method from this request object. Once if this fails, it will not execute anymore and it will come back to the form. So response will automatically come back. You don't need to go back. Save all, refresh, save, and you'll see actually we haven't given writing anything, but if you're trying to save it, it is again back to the same page. But if we remove this code just to proper understanding, save and try to save it, and you will come up with errors like student name cannot be null and so many other things. It cannot be null simply. So it will redirect you back to the view page if something wrong or your validation fails, right? So required, and how we can see the validation. So when we are using this validate method of this request object, then we can use some you can say the helpers again. So here I'm just gonna for example I'm gonna show you here at the rate if type here dollar errors. This variable is generated right because of that validate method. So errors, I'm gonna check if there is any errors. This is Laravel way. So I will simply first see is there any error or not, right? So print error dollar errors, save all, go back, refresh, save, and you can see we have a array entire object, right? We can we have one more great method from Laravel, that is dd, dump data. Then you will have the proper view with proper details. Okay, we can't use that dd here in view I think, but we can use in controller. So for now it's let it be as it is. Remove it from here, and so here it is the card, right? Everything is inside card. So this is card body, width is 400 pixel, which ends here, and then I have a space. Okay, div dot row, and say here div class call hyphen sm hyphen 6. Copy this class one more time, div, sorry, get the div inside that. There, we don't need this style anymore. 400 pixel, save, and get this from here. Okay, that is the right one. Yeah, it's the right one. Why this is not there? Cut, paste here. Okay, this looks fine. Right here, the same if thing, at the rate if dollar errors, arrow, check if there is any error, then this if will be run, and if, and I will say, so right here, and the rate at the rate for each, and for each dollar errors as dollar errors all, it's a method, as dollar error thread end for each, and say here print the error simply. Save all, refresh, you can see save, and it'll come up with an error. The student name field is required. We can pass something, few things. Column is 6, padding is already there. You can change the color, style, or just say remove this. It comes with some predefined classes. Text hyphen danger, Control X, paste here. Save all, refresh, and in the red color text field is required. So like this we will add all the validation here. Student name required, okay. And what kind of to add more different kind of validation, we can simply give a pipe operator, and then we can give another rule like what kind of string we are going to accept. It could be a number, it could be alphabets, anything. So here I want alpha, right? So alpha, just simply type alpha, then it will take only the alphabets. If you type alphanumeric, then you will get some others. For more information, just see the rules here. I can't show you all of them, but a few of them. Okay, rules begin here. Alpha, the field under validation must be entirely alphabetic characters. If you type alpha dash, it will accept the alpha hyphen numeric characters as well as dash underscores. Alphanumeric, it will accept combination of both, and something like that, right? So there are a lot of before. Okay, I'll just show you, just apply a few of them here. Alpha, and let's type the student name, then student role. It will be only the numeric, so I will say simply numeric, right? It is a here numeric. Okay, you can see the numeric one. Explore. I moved a lot of back. So here you can see the numeric, and it accept the field under validation must be numeric. So it says student role, right? And close it. Then what we have student underscore email, right? Email is important field, and here you know more about validation, which is it is required also. Required pipe operator, another value is numeric, and then email will be required pipe operator, and it is unique, right? It can't be repeated in our database table. So for that we'll have to say unique, and then you'll have to say the name of the table where it is going to check and find out it is repeating or not. So name of the table is simply students, unique colon students. So what we have, another name, email, address, say address student address, and it will be required pipe operator, it will be alphanumeric. It will accept everything, alpha dash combination of everything, right? So is there something? Don't give the only the required, because it could have anything, right? Comma or hyphen, because it's address. File, save all, go back, refresh, submit, and you'll come up 4 errors. You can arrange your error in UI very well if you want. The name field, student name field is required, student role field is required, email field. You can see the Laravel automatically breaks your student field name. We have given student underscore name, then it translated in its own way. Student name, student role, email, student address field is required. So if you pass some numbers here, then the error will be different. The student name may only contain letters, right? So this is the important feature. Let's add something. Let's add current @gmail.com. Let's try to repeat the email. Swan @gmail.com. Role 44 and address India, Hyderabad. So save it, and you can see the email field is required. Okay, email field is required, unique and students. Or it should say something else. So guys, you can see I'm getting error. You can see here the student name field is required, and I'm providing the name as Usman Khan, email and roll number, address, something like that, anything, whatever. Save, and still I got the name error, student name error. You can see the student name may only contain letters. It's because you can see I have given alpha. It means it will take only the letters, right? It will not take space or anything else. So for that, for a special case, we can use regular expression, but for now I'm just gonna get rid of this alpha, save it, and reload your page, save it back, and you can see the get the this one and address, save, and you will come up with only one error. That's the email field is required. And it's really weird thing happened to me right now. I was very confused. So it is the input field, not input field, I mean to say it's a HTML input field. We have written here student name, email, and address, like that. So here we have student name, student role, it's a student email, and then it's a student address. Now the problem again occur. I will show you what will happen. Save all. Okay, save all. Now again the problem is, if you do so, save, and you will come up with the error like we are using this rule which is checking in our table and matching the emails with the and finding out it is unique or not. So this is the unique and this is the table name, and in our table we don't have, if you see the SQL query, what it is where clause select as aggregate from students where student email equals to this one. We don't have any column student underscore email. The problem is my input field, HTML input field, is student underscore email, and in my database that is only email. So here we'll have to provide the explicitly we will have to say which column it has to check. Simply comma email. I just figured out save all and go back, trying to save it once again. Now we got the proper error. The student email has already been taken, right? So now let's try something else. Krishna. Okay, krishna@gmail.com, role 44, and student address India, Kolkata. Save, and you can see the success. Student record saved successfully. So we have seen the validation rules, and you can explore more about the validation, what we can do. Just scroll down here, all the rules are available, validation rules, so you can apply those rules here. So there are a lot of rules. Just click over the link and you will see the rules. You can see not regular expression, email, alpha. If you go here, you can see the alpha field under must be entirely alphabetic characters, alpha dash, alphanumeric, array. So these are the ways. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will continue in the next video.